Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you a parking garage playset, and this is kind of a bit of a random one. This is from Dickie Toys, and the price I paid for it is what you see on here, $11.99, and I got this at a Marshall's store. And this was, I think I got this in like 2021 or something, so probably not still available there. And for all I know, this set might be out of production. I'm just not sure. But that's where I got this at the time. And this is one of those kind of cheaper garage sets, you know, the typical kind of off-brand type of set. I actually kind of like some of these because they're typically, you know, fairly, realistic in quotes, but they focus on the parking garage aspect of things versus having like a monster somewhere on the set or something like a lot of those Hot Wheels garage sets do, for example. So I do like that about it, but being that this was $11.99, it's, you know, I'm not expecting this to be of super great quality necessarily. You know, I can see that it does include the two cars, and it's got a couple accessories shown there as well, and they don't look like they're the best of quality, certainly not as good as Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but they actually don't look too bad at first glance. Now the playset itself, I can kind of tell that this is like some of the way they've cheaply built some of these is like the first and second floor here. These are the same exact piece, it looks like. In fact, you know, if you were to buy multiples of these, you could probably just keep stacking these on top of one another, except for the fact that the you know, this elevator section here, which holds these up, would still only go up to the third floor there, But anyways, yeah, it's just very typical of a cheaper style, off-brand type of garage set, and I'm interested to see what it is. You know, how good of quality it is and how the features work and stuff. So again, here's a closer look at the two cars included. And some of the features of this, it has some little thumbnails here, so it looks like you got a little lifting repair center. It's got a little ladder. Not sure exactly, is that like a gas pump or whatever? I'm not sure, but it might just be like a ladder type. Oh, it's you can see there it says parking station. All right, so it's got a manual lift, an elevator, as a lot of these sets typically do. Nothing else really to see on the sides. The bottom just has all kinds of text in all kinds of different languages, so not a ton to show there. That's what that side looks like. And I'll show you the back real quick, which really doesn't look too much different from the front. Just kind of shows the same kind of thumbnails and just an overall look at the set. So again, it's got the elevator right here, the manual lift, and then you got some parking places here. Got a spiral ramp that goes all the way to the bottom, couple gas pumps, the lift here, and then the parking station. And it looks like there is a small ramp down here as well to kind of get out of the playset. So pretty basic, but at least it, you know, it looks okay at the very least. So let's go ahead and open it, and we'll see what this thing is all about. So see if it's easy to get after opening this here. Let's see. Gotta pull. Let's see what we've got here. This is kind of messy, actually. There we go. Okay. So we've got the cars right there. And actually, the way that this is looking, I'm gonna actually open this up from the other side too, because that thing that holds the cars in place was kind of in the way there. So if I just open up this side, we can dump out all the pieces. And there's a bag of accessories. Here's a look at how everything is kind of stuffed in there. Kind of dump it all out here. It actually looks pretty big, all things considered. Let's see, there comes a sticker sheet, and I think that's about it. So real quick, I'll show you the label sheet here. So it's got, you know, a good amount of stickers that we'll have to apply. Instruction sheet, which is very, let's see, which way is up? This way is up. Pretty basic. So, yeah, it's got one little picture to show you how to assemble this thing. So hopefully it should be pretty easy. And then it also has the numbers for where you should put the stickers and a picture of the stickers too. So, Dickie Spielzeug. So I guess this is a German company. yeah, so there's a little bit of that. I hadn't looked into the Dickie Toys brand very much, but it looks like it is a German company. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and then we'll do a little review and demonstration of it. All right, folks, so here's what the set looks like after I put it together. And as far as assembly went, it's pretty much what I expected. The stickers really didn't take too long to put on, so that was pretty nice and easy. Assembling it was mostly smooth, but there were some parts like sliding this elevator piece in and basically assembling the little tower here that were a little bit tricky, but it got in and it's just fine. And overall, the set is sturdy enough, I would say, but it is, you know, it's kind of a thinner type of plastic. It's a little bit flimsy. You can see how it's kind of easily wobbles and stuff. It's a cheap set, so nothing that I see here really surprises me. You get what you pay for, $12 for a little garage set. You know, you got a lot of real estate here. It's a nice big set, but it's just, you know, it's a little bit of a cheaper quality build. So with that said, we got the two cars here. We may as well take a quick look at those. So I'll just give you a little look at these. And they're detailed enough. They do the job. The wheels seem to spin pretty smoothly. They are, again, a cheaper kind of feel than like your typical Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but they're, you know, they're passable. So that's what we have here. And just kind of the first impression of this set is not too bad, but I did kind of test the elevator here, and it, well, it's a little less than perfect. It doesn't have anywhere to like really hold on to it when you're lifting it, so you kind of just gotta slowly shimmy it up, I guess. Hard to do one-handed here. It has some little grips in the sides, and it almost kind of clicks. You almost have to just like go at a slight angle. It's you can see that the car is tilting there. So I'm going to have to do this again with two hands and set the camera on a tripod. But for now, at least I can show you the other features. And so parking areas on top here. You can see that the car is kind of moving around. So that could be that my floor is not level or the set's not level. It's kind of hard to tell which one. I would have hoped that my floor is level. But anyways, so there's that. But you can see right here, too, this is where you could add more pieces in theory, but it actually looks nice, this little piece that they included, so it kind of looks like it's natural. But anyways, let's try the spiral ramp here, first of all. And that'll work well enough. Got this little ladder here, so that's pretty cool. When it lifts, I guess you can just hold it and then launch the car through there, or you can kind of lift it up and just manually pull it to the top if you want to keep it open, it looks like. And then down here, we've got the little repair center slash gas station. So we'll drive the car up, and we can pretend to fuel the car. I think these pull out. Do these pull out? Maybe they don't. Oh, I'm pulling the wrong way here. If it does pull out, it's very tricky to get it out. I guess it does. So that's a little tricky. Not really super user friendly there. You can kind of pretend to pump your car full of gas there, but you know, for the most part, I think I'm just going to keep that just like that. Let's try this lift here. See how well this works. Actually, not too bad. So there's that. I'll do it one more time here to show you. Yeah, that lifts up and down pretty nicely, so that's pretty cool. So just a nice little repair bay right there. Let's open up the ladder and send this car through here. And I'll try to bring the elevator down here, and you can, as you can tell, it's not the smoothest thing. It works well enough, but it's not very smooth. So, and then over in the back here, you can see that it has this slight little exit ramp there. So just kind of making use of space, which is nice. Drive the car around there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this on a tripod so I can actually try and operate that elevator a little easier. All right, now that I've got two hands, I'll try to hold one side while I lift this up. And if you use two hands, well, it works well enough. Not very smooth, but it'll do the job. So let's drive the car down the ramp. Nice. Alright, so there's that. Bring this down. We'll have to try the second floor. We'll try it with the red car. And we'll go down the ramp. So there's that, and maybe we'll try just holding the ladder open here and sending both of the cars down. There we go. And why not lift the red car up on the repair bay as well? So that works not too bad. You know, overall this set, as far as the quality goes, yeah, like I said, you kind of get what you pay for. 12 bucks for this set. Is it worth it? It's not too bad. I'd say it's worth it for $12, but you know, I wouldn't necessarily want to pay any more than that because it is rather, you know, a bit cheap, a little flimsy, and just not the perfect quality, I would say. So let's try parking a car on the second floor. Is that a little bit more level? It looks like it. Yeah, so I think the third floor up here, for whatever reason, is just a little bit high. I might have just pushed it down there a little bit, and that might have slightly helped. Maybe? Just park a car like that and it's fine. So, yeah, a little bit of that. And with that all said, I think that's about all I've got to say about it. So, once again, let's maybe launch the cars down, and we'll call that a review of the Dickie Toys parking station. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.